I think it's super important as a woman to know how to just present yourself. I'm from Nigeria, so the way we say it is package, you know, just how to package yourself very well, that you are literally excreting elegant and feminine energy. Happy New Year, guys! So I'm starting a new series on my channel right now. This is 2023. Like, I want us to all level up. I want us to be motivated. I want us to be ready for this new year. I want all of us to have a transformation year. If you want to level up as a woman, and if you want to step into your divine feminine energy, these are the key things that you need to like take heed of, and maybe try to incorporate into your routine, your lifestyle, and like just take my advice, guys. Take my advice. I will not lead you astray, I promise. So today we're going to be talking about how to develop and how to cultivate your feminine energy. I didn't actually realize that I was so feminine until like my friend was like, you know, you're very like, oh, you're really a girly girl. I never really would call myself super feminine. I've come to realize that I'm actually very feminine. I'm going to go straight into the first thing that I feel like is a key for having divine like feminine energy and like really being a feminine woman. I've written the notes down on my phone, so you're gonna catch me looking to my phone a bit now and then. Make sure you watch to the end because I've got so many great tips in this video. Being open to receiving love and compliments. Like when people are complimenting you, allowing them to compliment you and not feeling like you have to play that compliment back. And I literally struggle with this so much. Like I feel like when people used to compliment me on my hair, my makeup, I would always feel like I had to be, oh, my name's your makeup too, type of thing. But when I started to really just like allow the compliments to settle in, it really made me feel like, thanks. Allow the love and receive it. Like, hold on to it. You don't take up too much space. I know, thanks, you like this, you like that. That's me. Allow yourself to be loved. Receive it. Like, it's all right. You're allowed to receive love. Take it. You're a woman, you're feminine. Enjoy that. That is for you. So the next thing I would say is live like the woman you want to see. What type of woman do I want to be in the future? Start acting like that right now. I don't know what it may look like for you. If you feel there's a certain character, a certain manner, a certain lifestyle that you want to obtain in the future, I feel like it's very important to start trying to obtain those mannerisms and characteristics right as of now, period. So my next point, have manners, be polite. It is so free to be kind. There's no need to have an attitude. There's no need to be disrespectful or be ill-mannered. Be polite to your Uber drivers, to the waiters, to people around you, like strangers. Just be kind, be well-mannered, like be polite. Be elegant. When you see such a beautiful woman, whatever you may describe as pretty as well, and you just see that she has a rude demeanor or attitude, or she's ill-mannered, it kind of takes away from her beauty that you're looking at. But whereas if you were to see a very beautiful lady, whatever you classify as beautiful, and you saw that she had a great, like she had lovely mannerisms and she was well-mannered and polite, be polite. As hard as it can be in situations where, you know, you can act crazy and act up, I know, but being well-mannered is so, it's so pretty, it's gorgeous, it's literally gorgeous. It proves the point that your beauty is not just on the exterior, but it's also inside you as well. It's on the interior. If you want to level up and, you know, really step into your divine feminine energy, I feel like you should really look into cursing less, swearing less, and being way more polite than you already are. It's always a challenge. It's always a challenge in relationships, in friendships, in, you know, with your family and stuff like that. It can sometimes be difficult for you to hold your tongue, because people that love you most can hurt you. But when you are really responding in situations where you're being polite, you're not cursing, you're not insultive, you know, you're being respectful, and you're well-mannered, it's literally like, it's just a muscle that you'll continue to work, that will grow and benefit you in the future. My next tip to master your divine feminine energy is to be emotionally intelligent. As women, me myself as well, we all have a period, which means our hormones can be sometimes somewhat difficult to keep on top of, but the moment you learn how to grasp emotionally how you react to certain situations, when you become more intelligent and more in tune with your body and in tune with your emotions, you're always in check, you're always one step ahead. You always know what's going on with yourself. You always know how to react in situations. Like, there's never a time where you will overreact or underreact, because you're intelligent of how you react to situations. You're aware of your emotions. Somebody may have done you wrong, and the necessary movement or the next step would be for you to act up, get angry, you know, break stuff. But if your reaction is very, you know, I know this is an emotion, this is how I'm feeling, but I'm not gonna choose those actions that follow that emotion. I'm gonna choose the actions that follow this emotion. Having intelligence of knowing how to keep your cool and knowing how to be on top of how you feel is key. It's super important. These are things that you want to start working on now, because if you desire to be in a relationship with anybody, these are things you kind of have to have a grasp on, because some situations will have you thinking like, I'm about to, you know, but you can't go around fighting everyone. You're an adult now, babe. You end up in prison. You trying to end up in jail? It's so important to work into your character, like how to control and suppress negative emotions that may have you acting up when you can just be cool. And if that means get therapy, then get the therapy you need. Get the help that you need. Talk through your problems. I feel like as women, the reason why we get so caught up in these situations that have such an effect on our emotions, we run track on certain situations in our mind, and it kind of drives us, not crazy, but we really become so focused on a situation, and then the emotions that come off it, there's no point living your life till your 50s or your 80s, God willing, with a half working brain, or like something that's faulty or something that's jacked up. Like, if you can fix it, then why not? If it's gonna be better for you and better for the person you're gonna be, why not? I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. This is so different to my usual content. The last tip is literally, I would say, the main tip of this whole video. Like, make sure you watch the end so you catch it. So the next tip that I would say is a way of cultivating your feminine energy is pampering yourself. So offer yourself like self-care days, pamper yourself, get a massage, do your skincare, take a walk. Whatever you would deem as pampering yourself and taking care of yourself, do it. Spending time with yourself, like taking care of the upkeep of your body, like going to the gym, taking your vitamins, stewarding the body that God has given you physically, not just like mentally and emotionally. Do not neglect the physical. Wind down and take care of yourself. Like, don't wait for anyone else to take care of yourself. Buy yourself some flowers, light a scented candle, have a glass of wine, make yourself some dinner. Like, those are like the best evenings that I have with myself, when I literally like cook myself like a nice lovely dinner, crack open a bottle of wine, light a candle and watch a movie while I eat. Like, it's just so, try and do things that you deem as self-care or you deem as pampering yourself, and do it often. Like, try and incorporate it in your weekly schedule, and if not weekly, then monthly or every 2 weeks at least. Another thing that I would say that kind of stems off pampering yourself is take care of your natural hair. Like, I know we all wear wigs and weaves and whatnot. One thing that I've taken into consideration from the end of last year into this year, and I really want to focus on it mainly this year, is looking after my natural hair, because I feel like a lot of us go wrong with not knowing how to care for our hair and not having the knowledge and, you know, the information. Maybe looking into, you know, getting a hair coach, or looking into just like trying to find out a lot more about your natural hair and what works and what doesn't. Since I've started doing that, I've felt like very confident with having my natural hair out. Well, not that I hated my natural hair, but I didn't know how to look after it, which prevented me from then having it out because I didn't know what to do with it. Make it a part of your schedule, like a crucial part of your schedule, to pamper yourself and have self-care days. The last but not the least, the only way your feminine energy is going to prosper, my opinion, don't crucify me, don't come for me, this is my opinion, right? Thanks. You need to get right with God. God is the person that orchestrated your femininity and your womanhood, and he's the person that made you who you are. So he knows exactly how you're wired. He has the instruction manual, everything you need in terms of how to function as a woman. The more you get closer to him, the more that you spend time in prayer, spend time in the word, is the more you'll come into your true self and come into the true person that he has called you to be. Don't leave Jesus in the queue. Fast track him to the front of the queue and actually let him in. The amount of peace that you can receive from spending time with God and diving deeper into a relationship with him is so key, so important, so important. Reading your word, praying, worshiping, journaling. Journaling is so important in terms of like releasing the thoughts that are in here out into words. I find it's a great way to communicate with God. Try and find a way that works for you in terms of like speaking to God and channeling how you want to conversate with him in your own special way. But I promise you, when you find that way and you're consistently like spending time with him and you're growing that relationship and you're being intentional with it, it can legit change your life. The things that you used to struggle with before, you will not struggle with them right now. The things that used to bother you before will not bother you right now when you're spending time with him. The things that used to weigh you down and disturb you, sis, you won't feel the same afflictions. I promise you, you will not. Try it out. If you've tried everything else, all the tips in this list, if you tried all of those, I promise you it's a waste if you don't take this last tip. It's literally a waste. Like, you can spend all the self-care, you can be polite as you want to, you can do all these things, but if you do not really spend time with God and actually get closer to him, you're not really hitting the nail on the head. So I'm going to leave you with this scripture as well. It's Romans 11 verse 36. For from him all things originate, and through him all things live and exist, and to him are all things directed. To him be glory and honor forever. And I'm going to close there. You can listen to all the tips I have said today. You can like follow all of them and to a T. But if you don't actually try the last tip, all the other ones will not work in terms of getting your feminine energy. Like, you can be as feminine as you want, but if you lack God, it's just not as great. I'll be honest, it's just not as great. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I just pray that it blessed you. Go and be feminine, girls. Go and be the femme queens that you can be. Go and be feminine. Go and spread girl power and your glitter all over the world, because you are of value, you are great, you are powerful, and there is nothing that can decrease your value. No one has the right to give you value or place value on you. Your value comes from within and who you are. Like, you are valuable regardless of any situation. You are a valuable woman, right? I just want to say that over you guys. Like, I just pray that this video blessed you, and I just pray that you have an amazing start to the year. Love you guys so much, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.